Hey everyone, it's Rebecca and Sophie today, and we wanted to talk to you about binge eating. And by binge eating, I mean any overeating episode, any singular episode of eating much more than you feel like is a reasonable amount. And so if you have never had any sort of binge eating episode in your life, then you don't need to watch this. But if you have, join the club, welcome to the party. I have many stories I could share with you of my own personal experiences with binge eating. Those who know me well know that I cannot be trusted with a bag of chips. I have been known to have a bag of Doritos and ice cream for dinner back in the day, and even to this day, sometimes I overeat. And so today I wanted to talk to you about some tips of how to overcome binge eating. And I'm happy to say that there is a way, there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and I used to be a pretty serious binge eater, and now I hardly ever do it. And if I do overeat, I don't berate myself, it's not a big deal, and I don't kind of go off the deep end about it. So if you'd like freedom from binge eating, as I think Sophie probably would binge eat if I let her, if you'd like freedom from binge eating, keep watching, and we're going to talk about some tips today, and then I'm going to do a little series with more tips to come in future episodes. So today I wanted to talk to you about how restriction can lead to binge eating. So one of the things that I used to do is go on diets. I used to, hear about a diet, what was trendy, whatever everyone was doing, and I would jump on the bandwagon and try a diet. And it would be a diet that I hated. It would be something that I felt was very restrictive, and my intention was usually to lose weight at the time. Most of you know that I was quite a bit heavier than I am today in the past. And so what I would do was go on a diet hoping to lose weight. And I would feel deprived. In some way I would either be under eating, or I would be on a very strict restrictive program where I wasn't allowed to eat some of my favorite foods. And I could stick with that with willpower for a while, and then I would always end up binging. I would end up going off the diet or failing at the diet in an episode of total out of control overeating. And often that episode of overeating would not only be a night, it would be, an episode, and then I'd feel full and sick after and disappointed in myself, and I blew it again, I can't believe I did that. And then I'm not going to do that again. I'm going to get back on tomorrow, and what would happen was it wouldn't work. I would be off, I would kind of give up, I wouldn't be able to get back on the strict rigid program that I hated, and I would continue binge eating for whoever knows how long until I kind of got myself back under control. And if you can relate to that, I feel for you. It's a horrible experience. It's a horrible feeling to really intend to commit to a program and then fail at it. Over and over and over again, I failed at dieting. And so what I want to offer you today is that if you are on a diet or trying to stick with a plan that you hate, that you feel deprived, you don't really see yourself being able to enjoy your life while doing it forever, then I actually think you should stop. I think that you're going to end up probably going off of it and feeling like a failure and feeling bummed out, and then not really kind of knowing what to do afterwards, and potentially going into a binge episode. So my first big statement on how to stop binge eating is to stop restricting and torturing yourself. If your body can only undereat and restrict and your brain can only be sad about food for so long, scientifically, you only have so much willpower. There's only so much you can take of doing something that you don't enjoy. So you're destined for failure if you're on that plan. And there's all kinds of other problems with diets, and that's a whole nother video. But one of the main things is that those of us who are potential binge eaters are much more likely to do it if we feel like we've been restricting and sad lately. So get off the diet. figure out a way to live your life that's balanced and lovely, that you enjoy, that's nourishing for you, that you feel like is helping you reach your goals and living your best life, but not torturing you so much that you feel like there's no possible way you can do it forever, and that when you go off of it, you could see yourself maybe like going off the rails. That's not the goal. So to stop binge eating, big tip number one is stop restricting, stop dieting, stop trying to do plans where you feel like you hate your life, and figure out a plan that you can do that's going to nourish your body, help you live your best life, help you get healthy without feeling sad and restricted. So that's get off binge eating tip number one, and we will follow up with a couple more videos. Stay tuned about other tips to stop binge eating. So my binge eating friends, let's do this. We can stop binge eating. If anyone needs help, I help women specifically figure out plans where they can live their best life. I help you figure out how to stop binge eating and how to get on a food plan that makes sense for you, that you can, I promise you, enjoy your life and slim down and be happy, and you won't be tempted to binge eat because it's just a very comfortable way to live, and you won't feel sad and restricted. So if you need help with that, reach out to me and I'll help you, or we'll figure out someone else who can help you. We'll figure out the best plan for you. I would love to be a part of that for you. And stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hope you're having a great week.